Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. I am in my hotel room at Blizzcon. It's not the best view in the world, but we are actually here in LA. Day 0, nothing has happened yet. My suitcase and stuff in the background of this hotel room, and I've set myself a bit of a challenge. So not only do you get some huge announcements out of BlizzCon, such as World of Warcraft expansions, new heroes for Overwatch, and generally what the plan is going to be for 2018 with a lot of these games, it's also a really big celebration at the end of the year to celebrate what a successful year it's been for a lot of these games, and essentially a big shout out to the community, I suppose, as well. There's going to be YouTubers at the event, there's going to be Twitch streamers, there's going to be pros for the World Cup, and obviously the devs themselves. So the challenge is I want to get one tip from as many content creators, so YouTubers and Twitch streamers, as many pros as I can, if they want to get involved with it, and also maybe the devs themselves, maybe even Jeff Kaplan himself, if it's possible. So without further ado, let's get started. I actually want to give the first tip, and that's don't underestimate how important it is to not die. Dying, much like in real life, is inevitable, and it's going to happen in Overwatch quite a lot, actually, unfortunately. But you really need to avoid either running in on your own when you're not paying attention, getting picked off straight away, just because it can be really detrimental to your team's success when it comes to fighting in engagements, winning objectives, and eventually whether you'll win or lose the game. Just as a bit of a warning, the microphone on this camera isn't going to be as good as, say, our microphones back home, so the audio quality might be a little bit worse, but it should be still okay. But let's get straight into the other tips, starting with this one. First tip.
Watch back VODs, do VOD reviews.
Nice and simple. This probably needs to be a little bit further away because I was just like, oh, look at that.
Feel free to zoom right in.
You can start with that, come here. So we have Stylosa here, obviously.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Stylosa from Great British Gaming, You Lost Gaming. Oh, fuck that up, didn't I? That's true in there.
So we're trying to get one tip from as many content creators. This is Tyradin, for those who don't know, Reinhardt extraordinaire, the Reinhardt main.
Right.
Any tip on playing any hero or doing anything in life?
Communication. Communication is key. Being able to communicate with your teammates and piss off your enemies.
It's an art form. There's also the real Stylosa here.
I recommend that you always one trip. Don't enter voice comms. Don't even talk to your team. And
Rank doesn't matter.
but my rank does.
That's it. And we have the Farah himself.
When are they going to release a Farah animation? That's what I want.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, what are you expecting from BlizzCon anyway?
What, in terms of Overwatch?
Fucking Hearthstone, yeah.
I don't know. Like, I actually don't know because like Doom this has just been released, so I don't know if there's gonna be a hero, maybe a map. I want like better like observatory things. I don't think announce the observatory stuff. Like I want like better replays and stuff. Yeah, better replays and stuff.
But anyway, like any tip on Farah? What are you thinking? Just doesn't matter how
Win, like shoot people with rockets. Win. What kind of tips do you want? The best kind of tips?
Well, they know how to get good Farah tips. They know where to get them from now.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously.
Of course. They should know me anyway on the channel for the guide.
Like day one,
From the guide we did. The day one guides with the Farah. We're all about the World Cup here, baby. UK gonna win. I need to get. Ryan has a UK t-shirt jersey.
Yeah, I got this from Sty.
I need to get one. I need to get one. I'm still representing Overwatch, but I need to represent the home parts, right?
Yeah, shoot stuff with Farah. Can't go wrong with that. I'm here with Bren, sort of another caster, did a lot of stuff with Contenders and fellow Brit, and must be excited for the World Cup stuff, which is pretty much happening soon. But you got any tips that you'd give on being a caster as well?
Being a caster in Overwatch in general, and being a caster. Right, in Overwatch, just don't die. That's my top
that was
tip.
my tip. Yeah.
Don't die. Don't feed in mindlessly. Think about what you're doing. You know, always use your brain. Casting, just grind it out. If you want to be a caster, you just gotta put in the graft, practice casts. That's how I got into it every day for a month. Practice casts. Just did it as a hobby, and then it just a bit of luck turns it into this.
Yeah. So never goes unnoticed by Blizzard either.
Yeah, exactly.
As well.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Back here with Sty, but also got Muselk.
I'm Mr. Muselk.
What tip have you got?
One tip for Zenyatta players. Always be holding down right click or left click. You're either charging a shot, waiting for someone who isn't there yet, or you're shooting someone who's already there. Always holding down right click or left click. Never an excuse not to, unless you're in spawn, in which case maybe not, or dead. But other than those exceptions, always holding it down.
Yeah. You concur? No.
How about my heroes of Overwatch? Welcome to BlizzCon 2017.
Your memories. fights. See them come alive in your world.
I would like to announce and to introduce you to Moira. She speaks for herself. Let's check her out.
I've located another Overwatch. You know who this guy is if you don't.
I read patch notes on the internet.
We have a lot in common then. Most of the
Yeah,
time.
we're similar.
We're going one tip from anybody, any hero really in Overwatch. What kind of tip would you think people, either about mechanics or even just not to be as toxic as some individuals?
Don't be toxic, please. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
One Overwatch tip: save your blinks as Tracer. That's a good one.
Yeah, I think a lot of people sort of just go, use the free blinks to get into the fight.
Yeah, and then you got no blinks to move or dance around the enemy. You know what I mean?
We did a video with a guy called Dibs, yeah, it's Dibs, sorry, where he's a really good Tracer player. It's just before any engagement, just sit around the corner. Yeah. I don't think it's here, unfortunately. But it's a good opportunity. Like, you're enjoying Blizzcon, I hope, and then just it's a good opportunity to meet and see everybody for a while.
Absolutely.
As well.
That's what BlizzCon's a lot of fun for, just hanging out and getting to meet and say hello.
Because people don't really think that we all get on as well, and it's just like,
I hate all of
them. It's just it's one of those things. Just like everybody's in their own corner, got the head down and working. It's never bad blood.
Nah, we're all good chums.
It's all fun getting the first videos out.
Except for Stylosa.
Yeah, fuck Stylosa, honestly. Yeah. So some of you may know this guy next to me, especially those that look at competitive Overwatch and stuff like that, and Reddit and stuff. If you want to introduce yourself, by all means, like, who are you? What do you do?
Skyline. I guess I know me.
If you know the videos with the paint sort of drawings and stuff, this is very much this guy.
The tree, always the tree in the sun.
Always the tree in the sun. The smiley face as well. But yeah, everybody's been given tips, so I imagine you've probably got a really good one or something that you think you really need to highlight.
One tip. All right. One tip is, just remember, it's not about winning this game. The game you're in, it's about winning in the long term. Okay. So if you need to play always. As you want to be the best you can be in a month, 2 months, 6 months from now. Don't always get locked in this one game you're in, because not every game is winnable. So if it's not winnable, at least make it a good learning experience.
We were talking, I can't remember who we were talking to about this. There's just some games where nothing works, and your Overwatch used the term like accidental synergy, and it's a really nice coined phrase of just those games where you don't know how you won, but everything just fell into place, the hands popping off and stuff like that. So yeah, not a game at a time. Necessarily, really.
Yeah, don't play a game at a time, guys. That's my advice.
Yeah, nice. Some of you may not recognize the guys next to me, but you might recognize the name of the podcast and obviously their voices as well, as Andreas and Rob, and they do the Omnic Lag podcast. Any tips that you can give?
Concentrate on the healing. The damage does feel cool, and it's cool to do that, but it seems like Blizzard is aiming towards the healing. The damage is not too significant, so once you get it, do remember to focus your team.
There's incentive to do damage as well, because it replenishes your healing. But anything from you, Rob? Anything that you...
Yeah, I'd say like if you're gonna jump into the game, don't always rush to the new hero. I think if you're rushing the new hero, it's great, it's cool. I will be, so I will be that guy because I'm a player that plays all the supports. Yeah. But definitely try to play other things with it. It's really valuable. I was even just talking with Skyline a few minutes ago. I was like, hey, I'm gonna play Orisa. Let's figure this out. Yeah. And so you just jump into a custom match, play with like 2 other friends on your team, 2 other friends on your team. Try to balance it out. Try to figure out the synergies. Figure out what's bad. Andres even hopped on Widowmaker earlier and started sniping me on, whatever I was playing. So it's good.
And that's it for this time. Thank you very much for watching. Do let us know what your favourite appearance was in this video, or the best tip. Maybe give your own tips as well in the comments below, and try and get as many tips in this video as humanly possible. So do put any below if you think we've missed any out that are really important. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps out the channel, of course. And very much thank you for this sort of year. BlizzCon's been tremendously fun, and I can't wait to get started with some of the stuff that's going to be announced here. But take care. We'll see you next time.